Hey guys, Cam315, joined by my co-host Red Wolf, and we are back finally with Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest. We apologize for the slacking, the wait, and just everything. A bunch of stuff happened. We just slacked off on Sunday. Again, football season for me came back, and typically football season comes out on Sundays, and Fairy Tale comes out on Sundays. And I completely apologize on my part for not doing this. But like the community post I posted earlier today said, we would start with the Fairy Tale episodes hopefully every single day. There's no guarantees because when I come back from work, it's like damn near 8 p.m. by the time we review, because we actually reviewed something. We reviewed Rurouni Kenshin yesterday, and it was like 8 p.m. The video only went up like literally today, so may not be every day, but might be every other day. But we'll get them out as fast as we possibly can to catch up to where the story currently is at in the anime. And yes, but we're gonna pick up right where we last left off, which was the whole thing about Natsu encountering Touka, and then we saw the Erza versus Laxus fight, which is goated. And yeah, but first things first, before we talk about this, I want to kind of talk about some somber news in regards to Fairy Tale, and that involves actually the English dub of Fairy Tale. Now, the English dub for Fairy Tale, I believe, is one of the best dubs we've heard, strictly in any English dub of any anime. Now, obviously, if you watch the English dub, you know some voice actors actually don't come back to reprise their roles. Like, for example, Levy's voice actress, because she's been out of the voice acting game for so long, and it was mostly after the pandemic, really. She hasn't returned to voice acting, and she basically, I guess you can say, retired. So we have a new voice actress. Basically, most of the cast came back with the exception of a few people. And sadly, we lost another one to the team, and that is David Wald, who is the former voice actor of now Gajiel. And apparently, there was a bunch of controversy, and the reason why he did end up leaving the role of Gajiel is because of how Crunchyroll has been handling, I guess, mistreatment, abuse to their voice actors. Now, apparently one of the leading factors is the fact that he had fan mail that was supposed to be sent to him, but I guess the fan mail ended up being sent to his the fan mail that fans sent to him actually, I guess, went to Crunchyroll headquarters, I'm guessing. And Crunchyroll, I guess, addressed that and said that we would be giving the mail to the respective voice actors that we do have, but just make it known, mail it out to what I'm guessing is their voice actors' P.O. boxes. Now, if you go on David Wald's Twitter timeline or X timeline, he kind of makes it seem like as if he was never given the fan mail, and because of it, he ends up, taking, things into his own hands, and he says that Crunchyroll's had some injustices against him, and he basically came out with a tweet talking about, he essentially came out with a tweet talking about how he's stepping down from Crunchyroll. Let me actually read the accurate tweet that he said. He said that, "Friends, I'm not returning to Gajiel and Fairy Tale. I'm not returning to Crunchyroll Studios. Their abuses are far too numerous to list here, but soon I will tell you all of them, and I will do that here." Now, he ended up making that tweet last Monday. Now, he has a Twitch channel. I just checked his Twitch channel. So he hasn't made anything or come out with his side of the story about what happened. But listen, man, my just thing is, one, it sucks that he is stepping down from the role of Gajiel, because I really did genuinely involve and I genuinely did like his portrayal of the character and his role. And I did hear a clip of the new guy, it sounds a little bit like his Gagio, but at the same time, it's still vividly different.
Mhm.
But regardless, it sucks that he's stepping down. But again, if you feel like if there's some injustices against you, or you feel like, this company's abusing me and the things that I'm trying to do and I'm working my ass off for them, you know, and this is how they treat me, well then sorry, but I'm not going to stand for it any longer. And I have to give them respect, at some point if you don't like how your employer is treating you, voice your opinion. And if somebody is not listening, well, then do what you believe is right for yourself, and voice your frustrations. Um, Look, all I gotta say is whatever Crunchyroll is doing behind the scenes, if it's not acceptable, then I don't know why they're doing this. And if they have his fan mail and they haven't even given it to him, or if they did something else with it, like maybe throw it in the trash or something, well, then that's a disservice to them, because legitimately, why are you looking at somebody's personal mail that fans sent him and you're not like, hey, we got your mail, we're gonna send it out to you, or if you want to come by the studio and come pick it up, come pick it up and everything, you can take it home with you. But I don't know what Crunchyroll is doing, or I don't know why they did, but it's not cool of them to do that. And yeah, I don't know if this is gonna have any other effects on any of the other cast members of Fairy Tail. I guess we'll see. He hasn't spoken on what has happened yet, but that's just my 2 cents. I guess I'll turn it over to my co-host to give his thoughts on the situation.
I know less than you. All I know is, yes, he posted that tweet revealing, saying that there's the abuse is far too many to count, and I'm like, that's that's honestly big news, to not just to us but for the company as well, because some of us are subscribed to like a Crunchyroll and stuff, and I'm pretty sure, knowing some of the details that he's going to give out soon, that, well, I'm pretty sure they're going to start losing customers, and and I'm also depending what I learn, I might not be subscribed to it anymore in the future, depending. So that's my thoughts, but I don't know about you.
Hold on a quick second, guys. We'll be back real quick. But yes, regardless, that sucks. It sucks for English dub fans, and I know even though Gajul doesn't really play a heavy role in Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, I do know there's some more moments we get of him, and it's just gonna suck. It's just gonna suck. Well, we'll see where it is and everything. Maybe I don't know if he'll ever come back to reprise the roles. If Crunchyroll maybe comes out and admits that they did wrong, maybe. But typically, if a voice actor speaks out against a company, usually that bridge is probably burned, and it's like, sorry, but not sorry. We will not be doing business with you. Now he does say like there will be other roles he'll have, and those animes will be on Crunchyroll potentially, but those will actually be with a different like company that he's dubbing in or dubbing for. That obviously it's going to be sourced through Crunchyroll to watch. So look, it's a big risk that he's taking, and he's full, and listen, he has complete. It's his complete, 100% decision to do that. I'm not going to fault him. Obviously, by doing this, he's going to burn a lot of bridges, probably internally within Crunchyroll. But, he feels like he's being wronged, and more power to him to voice his opinion and express what they do. And, this isn't the first time. We haven't heard Crunchyroll doing some shady shit before. And, yeah, hopefully, he calls them out. Obviously, people will back that. Crunchyroll hopefully comes out with a statement that says we wholeheartedly apologize and things like that. Look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It sucks. Best of luck to whatever David Wald gets himself into going forward. But it does suck that he won't be reprising his role as Gagio anymore. So yeah. But going on from that somber note to bigger and better news, we're back with Fairy Tale 100 Quest, and let's get into the review. So, the first part of the review, or the first part of the episode, basically revolves around Lucy, Kana, Juvia, and Gray, and they're kind of talking about how they handle like the certain situation now that Diablos is getting into the fray. And basically, they're kind of leaving it to the fact, like, well, maybe, Mira Jane and Elfman should be able to handle Skullion and keep forgetting the damn Mad Mole, because they're pretty dang strong and everything. And then they make a mention about Touka and how that she's looking for Natsu and everything, and you have this funny scene where Juvia and Kana kind of play coy, and it's really Kana that starts. She's like, "Well, another girl that's into Natsu. Aren't you getting a little jealous? Aren't you?" And then Juvia's like, "Oh yes, your love rival, yada."
But then Lucy goes on to mention, well, when you put it like that, I kind of feel bad for the girl because Natsu isn't really the boyfriend type.
Let's be honest. She's secretly deep down fucking jealous and other girls hitting on Natsu.
Imagine.
Look, I don't give a shit. Deep down, we know Lucy's jealous. She's jelly, like they said in Kim Possible. I remember that episode when she used the term jelly.
I vaguely remember.
Man, I might need to rewatch all Kim Possible and do a review series of that. That show was fucking good.
Oh, really? Oh, boy. That would be a throwback of the century.
Listen, we know freaking childhood shows of us when we were young were lit.
Mm-hmm.
Childhood shows today, let's just say they try to make people sound like fucking idiots or make kids come out like idiots.
Yeah, the shows of today, they're really lacking, but we're not talking about that anyways.
Speaking of Touka, we do cut over to Touka. Because we remember from the last episode, the cliffhanger was that Natsu ran into Touka. Now Touka is basically like, "Oh, Natsu, you're Natsu," and everything, and she's like, "Listen, I need your help," and she basically says that the white mage or the white witch has taken over her body, and that she's hoping that Wendy's there. Now they're like, "No, Wendy's not here," and everything, and then that's when things go from crazy to just flat out weird, because Touka just looks at Happy and she's like got this cutesy dootsy face and she's like, "Ah," and Happy's like, "Huh?" And then she just hugs Happy and she's like, "Oh my Natsu, you come to save me." I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. Even Natsu's like, what kind of misunderstanding is this?
What does Touka reveal to Natsu and Happy that she secretly actually is?
Yes. Well, before that, she explained the little flashback of her, being trapped in a barrel.
Yes.
And how she sees apparently someone riding on the fire-winged dragon coming to the rescue, which obviously, if we already know, is just Happy carrying Natsu. But yes. And then I guess among the skirmish, she kind of misheard, and she heard Happy goes like, "The name's Natsu."
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why she thought Happy's name was Natsu. And they were both like, "That's quite a crazy misunderstanding."
Yeah.
And as my good friend Cameron says, she then reveals her true form, which is an Exceed.
Yes. And shockingly enough, Happy completely drops his affection for Carla and completely starts simping over for Touka now. Yeah. To the point
Natsu was all like, what about Carla? And then Happy was like, who? And then we hear Carla in the background.
Yeah. Carla's already forgotten. Now, when we read the manga, this was like legit. One, it was shocking, but two, was funny how funny freaking Happy just dropped his love for Carla, and it's like, oh, Touka, yes, okay. That's honestly like me when I see a new freaking anime girl. I simp for one anime girl, and then I see this next anime girl. I'm like, all right, I'm dropping you for this other girl.
Like, oh, but
So, that's the thing. That was interesting. Now, we find out like she taken over, Touka took over, or the White Witch took over Touka's body, and then she was trying to look for Natsu, obviously, to get Wendy to expel, Touka out. But then all of a sudden, her head starts to have pain, and basically the White Witch is like, I can't believe you stupid creature to take control of, of your body again. Why are you telling all my secrets? And basically what happens is Touka tells, Happy and Natsu be like, look, I don't care. Just finish me off and defeat me. And they're like, why do you want us to kill you? And she's like, hurry before it's too late, but it's too late. Smoke happens, and then the white mage just reappears again in Touka's human form and is like, I can't believe that disgusting creature almost got the upper hand on me. So it seems like at some points, the white mage just doesn't realize that sometimes Touka's taken over her body, had complete control. But she's pretty pissed off. Now Natsu's like, why are you doing this, and why would you talk about a cat like that? You're a cat. And the white mage is like, please, I ain't no goddamn cat. I'm actually human. Actually, now that you're here, we're gonna pick up right where you last left off when I saw you in the church. I want you to go over there and destroy the dragon crystal, right? So she uses her white magic again to white him out and get him under control. But then for whatever reason, now this was the one interesting thing. I'm just like, okay, you're doing this, but you're not doing this to Happy at the same time too. I'm just saying, like, she did what happened later on to herself.
Yeah, she probably didn't think she probably didn't even think Happy would think it through to like grab the orb and throw it at her.
Yes. Well, you just said what happens, and what exactly happens the moment the orb hits her?
Her body starts deforming. She gets smacked by the orb, and then all of a sudden, like, rules start coming out of her, and her and crystals, and she's, I don't know, she starts deforming. So I guess that's the reason why she's unable to like destroy the orbs herself. But wow.
Yeah, Happy gets Natsu out of there. He basically tells Natsu, like, that's what I thought of the reason why, because apparently she can't touch him or do anything, so that's why. Also, the way she was looking was goddamn horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the more horrifying shots we see in Fairy Tail just in general. That's including the even original anime too. Like, legitimately crazy. Anyways, that's when we cut over to Erza and the Laxus fight. Which, if you remember from my wee mini reviews so many eons ago, that one person I saw on Twitter talked about, oh, this Erza Laxus fight is gonna make or break Fairy Tail 100-year quest. Again, people, do not listen to internet dumbasses. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Enjoy what you like to enjoy. If you're saying something makes or breaks a series, well then, I don't know what to say. I guess in that case, this is my opinion. Only thing that will make or break a series is based on how a series ends. Now, I've heard some things about Oshinoko where a lot of people hate the ending of Oshinoko. I don't know what the ending is, but apparently people say Oshinoko is absolute dog shit now after the ending.
Is the ending of season 2 or the manga?
Manga. Which,
okay.
Now it's like when I go back to actually doing my Oshinoko reviews, well, fuck, man. I'm about to be like, I don't know what happened in the manga, but however long the anime goes on until we get to this ending, well, I guess we'll see how shit the ending is to see if I like it or not. But you get my drift, right?
Mm-hmm.
This fight was dope. Now, was it the best animation? No. Was it passable? Yes.
Yeah, it was alright.
Like, but see, this is what happens when you watch shows like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen. They're done by two of the best animated studios ever, and people have a freaking gauge of that's how your animation's supposed to look like. Jesus, just speak on but freaking not Oshinoko, just freaking Jujutsu Kaisen straight alone. People do know that's like done by like Mappa, which is one of like the best animation studios in all of Japan. Like people. But hey, listen, I don't judge animation. As long as it looks solid and doesn't look janky like the first 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Super, then I'm good.
Oh, almost everything about Dragon Ball Super looks a little janky, except for like a select few scenes.
Anyways, Erza's fighting in her electric, armor to make sure the electricity doesn't hurt her too dang much. But Laxus legitimately breaks through that with utter ease.
With just one punch.
One Punch Man! I might actually start watching.
I already watched season 1.
I know, you probably claim Tatsumaki.
Yeah.
As long as you don't claim Fubuki, I'm great. I'm good. I sent for Fubuki.
Well, you better you better hope I don't start watching season 2 soon. So.
Oh, is she a big part of season 2?
I don't know, but I do see her quite a lot on the like a few clips. So.
Now let's just be honest. You like Tatsumaki the most because of her ass.
Don't they both have ass? Anyways.
Apparently, I heard she's a lot older than
Yes.
Fubuki.
Yes, she is.
That's fucking weird.
That is weird, but that
You
is
think
weird.
Fubuki would be the one that's older, and Tatsumaki would be like the mentor or the mentee.
Well, anime logic.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyways, getting back to the fight.
Anyways, Erza realizes this, so she goes back into her typical Erza armor self, which is just the bandages around her chest and the fire pants, because that's who we identify as Erza the most in her fighting ones, because that's what you know. Okay, shit's getting real. It's time to get serious.
I guess I think I would like to call this former Erza Samurai Erza, because
I guess if you want to say that. Us, we all do. You already know. You like this state because she got the ponytail with her hair covered her eye.
I think Erza would look good in anything. I don't know what you mean.
Listen, we all know you like her Heaven's Wheel armor the most.
Like I said, I think Erza looks good in anything. So.
Unless you like the seduction armor the most, though.
Okay, let's not go there, please. The moment I saw that, I was like,
listen, anybody wants Erza to seduce them. Urza's hot.
Anyways.
Now, here's the question. Erza or Esdeath?
Erza. Anyways.
Okay, anyways. That's when...
Wait, you watched Akamega Kill?
No, not yet, but I know a lot of people simp for Esdeath.
I heard that anime is really sad, so.
Great. Another sad anime that I'm gonna cry watching. Anyways, Laxus goes into his Red Lightning Dragon mode, which is something we haven't seen since Alvarez. When he went up against, I think the dude's name was Wald. No, not Wald. It's against the robotic guy from Alvarez. I forgot his name.
Yeah, I get who you mean, but I don't remember either. So.
Anyways, Erza's at shock by this, and basically that's when Laxus tells her like, "Oh yeah, I got this ability, when I was from Alvarez and everything." And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Erza was kind of getting her ass whooped.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
she was taking some painful shots.
Yeah, it was she was getting her butt whooped at the first part, and then as the fight progresses, she slowly starts adapting, but well.
Yeah.
They're going back and forth a bit, but Laxus got hacks.
Yeah. Now, quick question: did you watch the dub episode of this? The dub version?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
My man, listen. We know we love Patrick Seitz as Laxus. We love Patrick Seitz as Laxus.
Yes, we do.
That they then start to get serious because they're like, I'm just getting fired up, and everything. That's what Erza says. No, she also uses like this enchantment spell on her swords where it's taking the ice of gray and Natsu's flame and imbuing them into her swords. Laxus makes a mention about that, and they just going crazy. Now, Kiria is watching this all from the background, and she's just like, wait, they're from the same guild? Oh shit, these people fucking crazy. They fighting like animals over here. She's just utter shocked by this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, the fight's going on and on and on. It's just an amazing fight. Again, you know, you've already seen it. If you want to go rewatching the English dub, please do. It's great. I think Patrick Seitz and Colleen Klingenberg kill it in the roles that they're doing during this fight. And then basically, you know, they look like they're gonna issue their final blows. They do that, and then that's when Erza kind of collapses and basically is just like, I can't believe you were actually this strong. And then she starts smiling, and Lux is like, why the hell are you smiling?
Yeah, and this is when Erza, you know, confesses like all this time she's been worried about like the security of the guild, because you know we were on this like 100-year quest thing, but seeing how strong you are, Laxus, well, I don't have to worry too much anymore because I know they're in safe hands. So.
Yeah. She then passes out, and then Laxus like sits down. And he's like, "Please, I was gonna say the same thing," and then he ends up passing out too. So it's a draw.
Ish.
Now, technically, you can say Laxus won because he was the last person standing.
Yeah.
But I guess you want to chalk it up as a draw? You can chalk it up as a draw, but it's from the way it sounds like Erza basically admitted defeat that Laxus beat her fair and square.
Mm-hmm. And
which that just means, okay, so that means Laxus is stronger than Erza, but Erza does make the proclamation she'll do next time, she'll win.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my old goal, the way how they can end it completely, I still think, now they want to have it where Mashima wants to have it where Laxus eventually is the guild master. That's fine with me, but I always felt like Erza's going to be the guild master of Fairy Tail at some point. Just because we focus on her and everything, and she's kind of the person that kind of realistically leads the guild the most.
Yeah. Like that one episode when everybody was all chaotic when there's trying to rebuild the guild. Like she steps her foot down and then she goes, "Get back to work," and then everybody shuts up.
Yeah. So, and plus, if you remember from Tartarus when she got in that nurse outfit, everybody was fucking lined up just to get patched up. But that was mostly the guys, though.
Yeah, that wasn't really her leading. That was just her seducing.
Yeah, and she ended up torturing them, bandaging them. So,
Ow, are you trying to kill us?
So, that's kind of the thing there. Kiri then is like, are they fucking done? Okay, I guess I'll take advantage of this and I'll break the crystal, which she does. And it ends up shaking Alderaan again, and things just go from bad to worse. Then how did it begin?
Yeah, that's basically how it ends, because we already talked about the Touka stuff.
Yeah. Basically, that's where the episode ends, and yeah, so solid fight between Erza and Laxus. Definitely enjoyed it. Some crazy shots. It was also good to see Laxus red lightning dragon mode again. And if you're wondering, and for people forgetting, he's literally using like the blood and mixing it with his lightning. That's why it's red.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. But solid fight. And no, this fight did not break the series. It's still good. So to that one Twitter person that said that many months ago, he probably wasn't impressed. He's like, I'm dropping this shit. Well, good riddance. We didn't need you. That means you are a fake Fairy Tail fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on not only the Fairy Tail episode, but your thoughts on the David Wald situation as well. Love to hear everybody's thoughts. Do you take his situation, or do you shockingly take Crunchyroll's side? I don't know who would, but I guess unless you're a company freak, I guess you would say yes to Crunchyroll.
I mean, like me, I want to hear all the details. I want to hear all of the details first. So
yeah, maybe he does it after Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving's coming up. He still hasn't posted to his Twitch account. He said he was going to speak on it soon, but I guess he's waiting for the perfect time. Maybe after the holidays are done. Maybe it's next year, I'm guessing. I don't know. it is kind of the holiday season right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
My
it is.
birthday's coming up, and then I don't know what else.
And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys, because I'm close to reaching 100 subscribers.
Oh, I was gonna say that. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can go check out my boy's channel and stuff like that, and see his gameplays. I don't know if he should be doing the Nier Automata DLC, even though it is a paid DLC. But regardless, you still get it.
It's a paid.
If not, then I'll be the one to get it, and I'll be the one thirsting over Eve.
You do you. She's your waifu.
I know, right? I know, right? Just like Julian, just like Bernice, just like Nicole.
Anyways,
We love Zenless. We love Zenless Zone Zero girls. We love our Hoyoverse girls.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts, hit the subscribe button to both our channels, leave a link in the description below to my friend. And yeah, till then, we don't know when we'll drop episode 14. My best case scenario is episode 14 will probably come out on Thursday. Because we'll probably record Wednesday night, and then it'll go up Thursday, particularly Thursday morning. Which that day, I can't wait for Thursday, because Thursday is Don Machi and Don Day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? We got to talk about the Don, and then I got to talk about Don Machi, because, Freya got a little bit crazy up in that bitch.
So I heard.
Oh yeah, you're a few episodes behind. You need to catch up. There's a reason why I chose Freya. There's a reason why she's the best goddess in the show.
SDF, he's talking shit.
Anyways, catch you guys later. Other things to look forward to as well, along with fairy tale stuff. I'm gonna get back to reviewing One Piece shit this weekend, Saturday. I'll be back with One Piece. Thank God it's on break.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ari Fruetta. I'm gonna see if I can find time for Ari Fruetta. And then also I forgot to add in my community post. Sword Art Online Alternative, Gun Gale Online Season 2. I forgot to make a mention about that show as well. And then I also finally posted the first, well, not the first part, but part 13, the return of my Resident Evil 4 remake playthrough. Finally! I only have a few more episodes. I actually finished the series. It's all uploaded to YouTube. I just gotta drop them one by one. How excited are you that? How excited are you to see me start simming for Ashley a little bit more?
This is the longest outro I've ever been in.
I gotta inform people to look forward to something. I bet you do too.
No, I don't take that long, but yeah, you're right.
Also, check out his channel if you want, and go put on his channel if you want to see more Versus content. Because we need to get back into the Versus content.
Yes.
So far, he's already beaten me 2-0. He got me in go-kart racing, and he got me in goddamn miniature golf. He's already got one win against me in Sparking Zero. We're gonna make sure it's not 3.
I forgot. I was crying of laughter that one time. Okay, don't talk about that. Okay, we'll see you guys later.
We'll see you later.